Hi, it's me, and I thought I would do one of these face-to-face life update kind of videos because I haven't done one for a while, and I actually just kind of wanted to show off the new hairstyle. Yeah, had it done yesterday. Yes, okay, the red is the same, might be slightly brighter red than normal, but this is different. Normally I do this. I'm very much a put it behind my ears kind of girl, but whoops, this side goes down, and then this side just behind the ear, and with the new hairdo came a lipstick. Well, it didn't come with the hairdo. I bought it, but I don't normally wear makeup, and I am off on a conference with a whole bunch of fellow librarians soon, so I figured I need to jazz myself up just a little bit. You know, don't want to be outclassed by all those other librarians. No, can't have that. So yeah, oh, and I got mascara as well, but I haven't put that on. That kind of, you know, when you do that and then it kind of, I don't know. We're going to see how that goes, because inevitably I end up looking like a panda bear. But no, we're on a jazz ourselves up kick. So that is something. And on the scrapbooking front, well, I did the most insane thing over the weekend. I have somehow got into this organizational kick. I went through all my thickers and stickers, letter stickers. That wasn't insane, that was good. I now have a lovely, neat, colour coordinated thicker collection, and I redid my washi tape, so those are all nicely in pretty colours and things. And then I decided I know what I need to do, because I have an album problem at the moment. To find albums here locally, it's quite difficult. It's not majorly difficult, but they are very, very expensive. And I am the type of person that once I've done my layout, I need to stick it in a page protector and put it in an album. Yes, I do. I know. A little bit sort of OCD about it. Not sure why, because I'm a frick messy person. However, I now have the problem that I am running out of album space. So I thought, oh, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to take listen to this, listen to how insane this is. I'm going to take every layout I've ever made out of all of my albums. I'm going to reorganize them in chronological order, because I don't scrap chronologically. And then, maybe by doing that, I might end up with more album space. Well, I kind of ended up with more album space. I ended up with half an album space, which is not bad considering I had no album space to start off with. But it did take me 2 days, and it was it was horrendous. For one thing, some of them weren't dated. Don't know why. Evidently, I don't believe I need to put dates on layouts, so that when I come to chronologically put them together, I then have to look at hairstyle, look at what, you know, roughly guess what age they were, base it on clothing, anything to try and pinpoint, because I was doing it in the lounge and I didn't want to come through and try and find those photographs in my list, you know, on the computer to get an actual date. Probably should have done, but that would have taken me like 5 days. Wasn't going to do that. So, and it was hard because there were so many. I've been scrapping since about 2002. That's a lot of layouts. A flipload of layouts. Anyway, I persevered because I had to, because the lounge looked like a bomb had hit it and my parents were coming around for supper, so I had to get that all squared away. So I eventually did it, and I divide my albums into, I have a kind of a system. I have all my vacation albums, which are different vacations. They go into separate albums. Then each of my daughters has their own, in which they layouts of just them. Then I have albums where it's the 2 of them together, and then I have family albums and pets and etc, etc. But yeah, it was an interesting exercise because it showed me where my gaps were, and having gone back to see why I had so many gaps, it's because the photos are crap. I'm sorry, it's a terrible word to say, but they don't look good, and I like to scrap pretty pictures. I like nice photographs where you can see the face, and you know, there's not all this stuff in the background. I just like pretty photographs. So I might, thinking about it, I'll try and find as many of, you know, pretty photographs as I have in the gaps that I've got, but I might just leave them on the computer. They're there. And, you know, I'm not a type of scrapbooker that is scrapping the story. I know, but I have said it before, so you know, this is not major big news to you. So I don't really scrap the story. So I essentially have pretty albums. I do. I have pretty photograph albums where I get to enjoy the artistic outlet, and I get to put my pretty pictures on a page, and I get to put them in frick expensive albums. So yeah. But what I did notice, which I thought was quite interesting, was that from 2013 onwards, I have been scrapping like a beast. I have so many layouts from those years, and I think it's because I think in 2013 I started to get the Scraptastic kits, and then I went from the Scraptastic kits to the hip kits, and kits really work for me. It's quite evident that kits make me scrap, and I have loads of layouts because of them. So yay to kits. So that was this insane thing that I did. Won't do it again. Took too long. But they are all now organised, so there we go. But I think I'm just going to have to bite the bullet and buy a few more albums, even if they are so expensive. I don't know, why are they so expensive? Can somebody tell me why? Is it because they're so big? I don't know what it is. I mean, those rings can't be all that expensive. Yeah? Anyway, so enough of that. What I did do, I made this. It's paper from the Planner Society Girl Kit, Planner Girl Society Kit. And it's just blank on the inside, but I'm thinking that I'm going to maybe do some brush script or something in it, you know. See if I can brush script. I'm sure I can't, but you never know. So, and I have so many of these types of notebooks lying around. I figured I really ought to try and use them, and so yeah, so I did that. I am waiting for my May kit, as a lot of people are. I'm hoping that'll come this week because, again, this whole organisational kick, I took all of my previous kits that I hadn't quite used up, went through them, took out everything that I really, really loved, and then packaged all the rest together and gave it to my oldest, Jessica, because she is a guider and her girls are always obviously liking to do craft projects, so they were super excited by what I gave them. So she's got now a nice big iris container full of leftovers that she can use, and that's what I'm going to do going forward. Every time I get a kit, I'm going to use it to the best of my ability, and then when I'm, you know, done with it, I'm going to sort through it, take out everything I love and pass the rest on. That way I keep a manageable stash, because I do find I get overwhelmed. Too much stash is overwhelming. I'm kind of feeling a little bit like I have too little at the moment. It's a little scary, I'm not gonna lie, but I think this might be an idea, you know, to do. Keep it manageable, use the stuff, and then use the stuff you love. That, I think, is my biggest thing, is I need to use the stuff I love while I love it, because otherwise I get bored with it and then I don't want to go back to it. So there we go. Tanya's scrapping, what would we say? Tanya's scrapping light bulb moments she's had over this weekend. Light bulb. But that, I think, is about it. I don't have any exciting announcements. Wish I did. I'd love to, you know, do an exciting announcement. What I am, no exciting announcements. Very, very sad. I will have a process video up shortly. I just need to edit the page that I did today, and I do talk with my hands all the time. Isn't that, you know, fun? You should see me if I have to give people directions or something. And I mean, I'm geographically challenged, so directions are never good in the first, but it's like, go there, turn right, and as you're passing that tree on the left, then you know, and it's this and this and this. People are going like this. actually mainly they're on the phone, so they can't actually see me doing, but I still do the talking with the hands. Oh, well that was interesting. I'm sure I'm still recording, but oh, there we go. My PC went black. Oh, it's probably saying it's time to. Oh my gosh, I've been talking for 10 minutes. Wow, that is a record for me. Anyway, so no, too much talking. So I'm going to say goodbye now, and I hope you are having a fantastic time, and I hope you're doing all sorts of lovely scrapping things, and I am keeping my fingers crossed that May kits arrive this week. So, have a lovely day, and I'll chat again soon. Bye. Bye.